warmly welcome Mr. Saptrishi Ghosh to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
Sure. Hello. Thank you, everyone. Especially thank you for that warm introduction. It's really honor, I would say. This is really my first time speaking on a webinar, and I hope that I am able to give something valuable insights about my journey into IEEE. And I really don't believe that. I think the best thing about IEEE is that we're all volunteers, and that what I have done and my experiences and what I did really doesn't make me differentiate me into someone else. And I'd like to say that we're all volunteers trying to bring a better change into this world. That's how I like to view myself. And I was quite surprised when I was actually asked to speak, because I really don't understand, or I think we all have our fair contribution in volunteering, and that every one of us is as important to this entire organization. We have over 400,000 members in IEEE, and I think every one of us is exceptionally important to having this entire organization coexist. But with all that said, I am very happy to be able to speak here. So I'll not make it very long. I'd like you to understand what my part of the experience was, so that you guys can maybe take some part of it and mix it with your own experience to make it a really growing and enriching experience for your own careers. So I'll start into why IEEE. So I think every one of us have had the choice of joining some other club. There have been entrepreneurship club, technical club, science club, robotics club. There are 1,000 clubs. But you know why I joined IEEE? What really differentiated me? I'll just show you. So this is other clubs, okay, and I hope you can see this. And this is IEEE. So what happened is I completed my undergraduate. So even though I've been a part of lot of other clubs, after college, this really doesn't matter, because it's over. It's 4 years, it's fun, but then it's over. But the thing about IEEE, which is really special, which really differentiates from anything other than other clubs, is the way that we can integrate ourselves with professionals, with students, with school students even. So with us, we have Soumya, who's currently an IBM specialist. So she has graduated, but still is part of the active IEEE circuit. And we have, I would not stop here. There are a lot of people who have been helpful in making this journey really amazing. And I think that's the special part about it. I've had such good mentors, and I've met such new friends. I can go to any part of India, and I know that I can confidently say I've known people from this place because of this very network. So that's what brings me to my first point, is the exposure. What IEEE is in a different level. 2 years back, it was actually Soumya who introduced me to IEEE. So I was like, what's really the point? And then she said, just stay in here for 1 year and you'll understand. But she gave me a condition. The condition was that you cannot be complacent. You cannot be just be a part of IEEE. You have to actively volunteer. You have to actively coexist with your student branch. So what had happened in my student branch is there was nothing there. Okay, it was completely blank. So I had to start from nothing. I had help of Soumya with that. I formed a few of my classmates and asked them to grow and to come with me to this new unknown society, which is apparently the world's largest professional organization. We took the leap of faith. There were other clubs there, but we took this. And I think I am really happy I chose that decision. I'll show you one picture which kind of summarizes a lot of the entire IEEE experience for me. I hope you can see this. So this is the last event at Mandarmani. This is a technical event which is named the TechX Congress. I think some of you have been there, and some of you might not have been there. But what's really amazing is, can you imagine a technical conference on a beachside resort with wonderful food, nice gala dinners, cultural events in a technical event? Can you imagine that? I'd say that not only can I imagine that, I've seen that come into life, and I've seen people enjoy the hell out of it. So that's really what it is about. If you had asked me to give this webinar 4 years back, I would have been very nervous. But being in this platform has helped me step up my personal skills. It has helped me become a much stronger individual. And I think it's not me. Every single one I started the student branch with this today is at a different level from what we started. And that's really the magic about it. The networking opportunities, I will not take too much time here, because I just explained how the kind of the networking circuit we got. But I'll tell you something, guys. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. It's damn hard, I'd say. You know, I remember the event. It was the day before the event. We had 150 expected participants. We had 80 participants that day. We were running at a loss of 40,000. 40,000 rupees, guys. For students, 40,000 rupees is a lot of money. And one night, it was one night and one day, we put out our every bit of our volunteering experience. We did everything. We went from colleges. We hopped the entire city, not leaving a single college behind. We had 20 people. By the time we returned, we were all sweating. The kind of work we had to do to get those 150 participants. But the good thing is we did. We got around 130, and that was really impressive. That was our first event. We had no brand name. We had no recognition. But eventually, we proved it to everyone that really it's all about the hard work we put into it. Because you can join 1,000 societies, but if you are not really into doing if you're not passionate about it, I don't think there's any point in joining a society. And I'm sure all of you guys who are definitely attending this this wonderful video conference is part of IEEE or wants to be associated with IEEE in the future. And I'd say there's no better place to start. And yes, I have had IEEE. Apart from the apart from the networking sessions, I'd like to talk the last few points about how it affected me in my personal career, how it helped me grow. So soft skills, networking, these are things which you need only if you have a strong technical background. So you can know a million people, but if you do not know how to get things done, I don't think you can make it big. But on the other hand, if you know a lot of things, but if you don't know the right people to connect it with, I think you will lose out a lot of geniusness you have within. So I think it's the best of both worlds. So with IEEE, I met someone who is very special to me. His name is Shivam Abhilash. So I think a lot of you know him. So he has been my mentor, and he's been sort of like my brother figure in IEEE. So he has been helping me along the way, and he has been so critical in my journey. He has recommended me for the REM scholarship, and also has been a critical part in TechX and all the events I've been. So in any event, I was like, Shivam ji, aap aa jaiye, because that's the kind of relation, that's the kind of support he has given me. With him, I've published a technical paper on brainwaves. So we were doing the research. It's a very interesting thing. So our brain emits signals. So it's very faint signals called EEG. So what happens is by using machine learning algorithms into that data, you can predict what the person is thinking. Maybe not what the person is thinking, but you can predict what the person is trying to do. So for someone who is paralyzed, someone who does not have the motory functions, we were trying to build a device which can actually take this data and translate it into motor actions for moving your hands. And we got it published. So, and that was possible only because I met Shivam, and he has been an exceptional role figure in my journey in IEEE. And definitely apart from that, I have been fortunate to get an admission to the University of California at Berkeley. It's among the world's best universities. And I would have been there right now had there not been Corona. But I would like to say, if there was one thing which was very important in my professional journey, which was the kind of exposure and the professional things IEEE added to my CV. And I think it was what differentiated me from 1,000 of other applicants. And it's what made my application stand out. Because what I had the Richard D. Mervyn scholarship, and the person I was applying, and the college I was applying to, which is UC Berkeley, had a professor who was among the committee for awarding Richard D. Mervyn scholarship. So that's why he kind of knew that it was like there's something in this guy. So that's what I'm saying. The platform, you're doing it in India. You're in Bangalore. I'm in Kolkata. Soumya is in Deoghar. But it's an international platform. I can go to US and I can get recognized because of the society. I can go there and I can become a speaker. I can go there and I can become a part of many organizations, and I don't think anything else can really compare with that experience. And it's a lifelong experience. You don't quit IEEE, you're always growing with it. You meet more people. Today I got to meet a lot of new friends, and I really want to keep this association with all of you guys. And I think that's about my journey. There's not a lot for me to talk about, but I hope I'm able to help even one of you take a step, take that leap of faith, which was very hard for me to take. So thank you everyone. Thank you to IEEE BMSIT&M. I just learned to know it's BM Srinivasan Institute of Technology and Management. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But thank you, IEEE Student Branch, for inviting me. It's been a real privilege. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Saptrishi Ghosh. Like, that was really amazing, your experience and everything. Yeah, let's move. Let's quickly move on to the next speaker of for the day, Ms. Janani Ramachandran. Her contribution to IEEE as a volunteer are indeed admirable. Currently, she is the editor-in-chief at IEEE CS Compute, and she is also a part of content team at IEEE Art and SSC. She is the recipient of the prestigious REM scholarship by IEEE Computer Society. She is a versatile writer, and it is our pleasure to have you here. I welcome Ms. Janani to take over the session. Over to you, Janani.
Thank you, Rubini. So, can everyone see me? Yeah, Rubini, can you see me?
Yeah, you are visible, Janani.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So, the before speaker have spoken a lot about his journey. So, mine is going to be a little light thing. So, it's going to be like when I entered IEEE, like with whom do I know IEEE, and then the middle part, and then the journey. Now it's going on. So, I'll share my PPT. Sorry that I prepared a PPT.
No, it's totally cool. We are here to know a lot more and learn from your experiences.
Yeah. So, okay. If you can see my PPT, just say it. So, can you see it? So, since it is Google Meet, I don't know, like, do you see it or not? Just say me.
Yep.
Can you see my PPT?
Yes, your PPT is visible.
Okay. Okay. So my journey is kind of a magical journey. I like magic, so my PPT is also related to magic. So this is my journey, and see it through my eyes. Don't see it through your eyes, because like in my eyes it's different. In your eyes it's different. So let's move on. So I have a big list for all of you, because like it will relate lots of Harry Potter in it. Lots of this will be there. So just bear with it. If you know Harry Potter, then it's well and good. So yeah, let's go. So my journey to the center of IEEE Earth. First is Hogwarts letter. So how Harry got to know about Hogwarts by the letter. So I got to know about IEEE from my senior. So we'll carry on. Second is Goblet of Fire. So Goblet of Fire is a competition. You all know that. But also like a competition involves lots of scholarships, awards, lots of stuff like that. Third is Hippogriff Ride. So like Hippogriff, like Harry Rider did, Buckbeak. So now I'm riding IEEE journey. So if I give respect to it, it will give respect to me. So it's basically a student to YP transition journey. So first part is Hogwarts letter. So I'll start from the journey. Like once upon a time. So when I was studying in second year, my senior came. Look at Ron's reaction. That was my exact reaction, because we were having a lot of lectures on IEEE. This is IEEE. These many societies are there. Blah blah blah. These were the only thing I have heard of, because I didn't have any personal experience. I haven't experienced any IEEE thing, like the original Congress thing in my life, just in the second year. Okay, note that point. So all the same thing that goes in the presentation: IEEE, CS, PES, photonics. My department is ECE, so I had a lot of you have to only in photonics, you have to not go to CS because CS is related to CSE, so you should not come to for CES. So this is a thing they said to me. So I think every people, I was just sitting idle, so I didn't have that guts to go on and pay something 2000 plus rupees. So it's waste of time actually for me at the second year. So if you are thinking why I should join IEEE, then listen to my journey a little. We know that some of you will be uh, what to say, swapping the slide, and they will be in the WhatsApp, they will be in the Instagram scrolling. I will also do that. It's fine. So, but listen to it a little. So, okay. So when my senior was talking about, she is Pooja Sharma. She's my super senior actually. When I was in second year, she was in the fourth year. So she was talking about something, and I was like, okay, they are talking about something. Okay, let me listen. Like Ron, I was listening. She said, I want $1,000 college. Wow, $1,000 was literally $1,000. So it's around 70,000 in Indian rupees. So this is my first Hogwarts letter. I was literally, what to say, attracted towards the $1,000 word. So this is how okay, I have to do something to know about this, and I have to win this scholarship. So I have to go inside IEEE. I will pay 2,000, and I will earn 70,000. There's 100 into something or something like that. So I want to go. So this is the platform first. I was literally was calling my senior again and again. She passed out second year. At the ending, I joined in IEEE. So this is all about this 2 years transition. So platform 393/4. So first one is publicity. So you have to talk to lots of friends, and you have to gather a lot of people, and you have to publicize your event. I do nothing. Okay, and also making friends is a little difficult for me since I'm not a person who talks a lot. So, and now I'm talking, but in college I will not talk a lot. So second is content writing. So if you think I have done some webinars on content writing, that's fine. If you think, if you have attended, you would know that we are writing exams. We write a lot of content. So I thought, oh, okay, content writing might suit me. I can do that. And this third thing is this, that's Harry's doing. It's a total magic for me. It will not work for me. I didn't have laptop at that time, so that's not my cup of tea. So after trying, I tried publicity first, and to be honest, I had a lot of rejections. So that is not something if you join an IEEE at the second, you will not be the top person, or you will not get the volunteering opportunities. Many people rejected me. That's not what to say. You should go. We have exams, we have semester exams, we have internal exams, and lots of stuff. So being a topper in my college, I was also I have to balance the studies and the IEEE thing. So it's a little difficult. I'm also from a family I haven't gone out for in till my second year. I haven't gone out with my friends or be alone. So it's very difficult for me to attend IEEE congresses. So after a lot of decision and rejections and something, I got to know that my senior helped me. I have to say that my senior and mentor Pooja Sharma helped me. So in content writing, she didn't help. She said the way how to write content writing. So that makes a difference. Writing content writing and the way is totally different. If you get the way, you will get into content writing. So I found my cup of tea. So that's what entered into IEEE, and had a lot of there wasn't a lot of events, and I volunteer for a lot of events. I don't have a, but I would say that would be 50 plus. So it's 2 years, right? So it would be 50 plus. So second is the Goblet of Fire, now entered into my pack. So that is my $1,000 scholarship. So till then, 4 to 5 months, I had no idea how to win it. So it came the year, like they came a September cycle, so I have to apply for it. I said, no, I didn't do anything. I'm not work for it. I will not apply. So this is how I have said my senior. So she said, okay, work for it. So started events in Congress, which I have attended. So first trip was WBH. So it happened in Warangal. Next was Goa. Can you think that a girl was not allowed to go with her friends out till the second year? Was going to Goa all alone with my mentor. So my mentor was there. That's what I just spoke to my parents that I want to go it. I want to explore something. I don't want to be an engineer where like 5 lakhs and 6 lakhs of engineers are coming out in 1 year. I don't want to be the person. So I said that I want to explore something. I don't want to be a normal engineer. I want to do something. I want to explore something. I want to be a person who can do everything that with a lot of courage and leadership. So that's what I joined into IEEE. So there came the time and I have to go to Goa. So I did it like, okay, Goa. Okay, my father was like, okay, you go. My mother was like, no, you should not go. That to Goa, first time, never. Don't think about it. So there was a lot of struggle to Goa. So that was my first Congress. So it was like, wow, awesome. So and coming since it is like there are more other two speakers are there, I have to adhere. So don't mind it. If you want to hear my personal experience later, I will say a lot of stories. So then there comes my experience. So in that experience while going to Goa, that was my first time. There is where I experienced that network is something you can build. Like it can be a person from Goa, Bombay section, person from Pune section. It can be a person from Hyderabad or KLR, Madras, anything. So we get the bonding, like they will help you in everything. Over the past 2 years, I would say that my mentors, professors, and friends have helped me a lot. So 60% is my personal effort, but like 40% is their effort. So they would send me, I would be a competition to my friend, but he would send me like there is a option for content writing, like there is a volunteering opportunity for content writing, apply for it. So gain that friends. So it can be like my contact list was something, but my now contact list was like 800 to 900. So it doesn't mean that you have to expand your contact list, but you have to expand your network. So that's more worthy. You will know it when you enter into IEEE. I will not say you have to enter into IEEE after hearing my experience. You think what you want. So I wanted to explore myself and explore the world. So I joined in IEEE. Some other people may think like I wanted to improve my technical knowledge, and I want friends support for improving my technical, and I have to present projects. So you can also join an IEEE, but you have to have a purpose. So that purpose will make your way, and it will lead the way. So this is not my experiences. So this is a famous quote like I use in every PPTs and presentations. So network is more worth than network. So this is an excellent quote. Like when you just struck with it, like when you think about it, you will get the point. So like a network which you create today will help you in some other way. So like my mentors, there are three. So one is Pujaka, so Pooja Sharma. So another one is Aravindan. So most of you might know him, and Abdul. So these three mentors are very special to me. Everything when I ask them, so they will give me certain decision making. They will help me in decision making. So the personal things also I will share with them because they are like a family to me. So the family which you create is very important. So let's see how it works. First is volunteering. First, on the starting, you have volunteering because you have to choose the right track. If you don't choose the right track, then you can't excel in it. So first step towards the goal. First, fix your goal and jump into volunteering. Choose your track first. Then it's responsibilities plus volunteering. Just a minute. Okay. So responsibilities is volunteering is like what to say, you might have the lead position, you might lead your student branch. It doesn't mean that you have to leave your volunteering. You have to continue your volunteering. So for that period actually, because a lot of challenges will be coming, like your academics, like your professor's stress, like your friend's stress, will be a lot of things. So you have to manage that. If you have the thing, then you can indulge in it. So next is recognition. So recognition is like you might get it, you might not get it, but my goal was recognition, so I just got it. So if your goal is not recognition, think about something else what you want, so it will get you there. And obviously it's not there. And as Rubini said, I'm a Richard E. Merwin scholar and also a GHCA scholar, Dance of a Celebration India Scholarship. I didn't stop with one award, because when I think or scholarship, when I see a scholarship or award, I'll see the criteria. If it suits me, then I'll apply for it. So this happens all the time. I applied for 4 awards. I got all the 4 awards. So I was rejected in the starting for a small award. I don't remember its name, but all other awards are much good, like Remus Scholars and Sri Plahala, the P. Chabe Award, that is given by Indian Council for one female student across India. So I got it last year, last year, so 2019 to 20. So I didn't receive the award still because due to Corona, so it's okay. And also student project funding. So my team received the best student project award from my Madras section. So there is a separate thing, and it's around 10,000. So the last came to the final thing. So it's a Hippogriff Ride. So when you give respect to Hippogriff, it will give respect to us. So this is what I have to emphasize here. Like, if you give respect to IEEE and work towards, like, you have some dedication towards IEEE, then it will give you honor. So this is how it works. And these are some of my responsibilities. I'm the IC, WIC coordinator of SYP, and I'm in the SAT team and also in the SST. So my advice is that find your own key. So my key was $1,000, but that was not the end. I learned a lot. And have excelled myself. That led to me to get the 4 offers. So 3 IT offers and 1 NGO offer. So the final decision is mine. So what depends on you. So one of the company was Morgan Stanley. So I want to emphasize it because they, rather than the technical skill, they saw the communication skill and the way I am. So they selected me. I'm not very good at technical. I will accept that. But they selected me. It's in Mumbai due to Corona. It's also in Japali, so don't care about it. Like, I got 4 offers, which is not available for all the students in my college because they were not in IEEE. So these are some of the glimpses of my thing. Like, the first one is Goa, the second is Kerala, this is Warangal, and yeah. So while receiving the Richard E. Merwin scholarship, I just went with my father. I just called my father to the stage and my mentor to the stage and received the award from them. It was a proud. So I just wanted both of them to be there because they were a lot of support to me. So there was a kind moment, everybody was thinking about it. My mother was they have to take care of sisters. Otherwise, I would have called my mother too. So this is what this is all about. So thank you guys for this opportunity. So just a minute.
Yeah. Thank you, Janani.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope how you found so much magic. I hope even the audience found their magic and they found something in their mind, and surely they got inspired and they'll think to join IEEE. Let's see. Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. Yeah,
Thank you, Ruby.
Let's move on to the next speaker, Pranav Raikote. He is one of the most prominent volunteers at our student branch. He has been a role model for all of us. He is the content lead at IEEE Compute 8, and he is also volunteering at the content team IEEE Region 10 SSC. There is a lot to learn from him, and I kindly invite Mr. Pranav Raikote to take over this session. Over to you, Pranav.
Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
audible.
so first of all, thank you for inviting me, and thank you, Rubini, for your very kind words. I feel really honored, and it's my great pleasure speaking here at the webinar. So, I won't take much of the time, I'll be simple, straightforward. I'll share my journey, my views, and how actually IEEE kind of made a big influence in my professional and personal development, which led to few amazing things which happened in my career. So I'll quickly try to share my screen. So I hope you can see the presentation. So okay, let's get started. So I'll try to be, I won't be too much of a, let it not be a formal thing. So everyone can relax and stuff. It'll be like that. So I started IEEE exactly maybe 2 years back. It was sometime in September 2018. And I was doing my fifth semester and I was thinking whether to join or not. And honestly, that was the time when our student branch also started. It started in October sometime. So I was thinking in August and September, what should I do next? I had finished 2 years of my college and I was in my fifth semester. So I was thinking, what next? What should I do? And I was into technical. So I'm a complete tech geek. I'm into all the exciting things which are happening in technology across the globe. I read a lot of magazines and I keep myself up to date. So I was thinking, what will help me in doing this? Because I was dedicated and I had thought that I will do something where I want to build something where it will impact thousands, maybe lakhs, millions, something like that. So I had set my goals, something like that. So I was getting started with all the hot words in the market, which is AI, ML, deep learning, all those things. So I started learning about that, and through my professional mentors, teachers, I got to know about IEEE that okay, there is some organization where it publishes research papers, research advancements, or we can call technological advancements now. So I wanted to join IEEE. My first tangible benefit which I could find from IEEE was access to all those millions of papers, and it is a rich source of knowledge. So I was that person who always went behind knowledge and all those things. So then I became a member in September 2018. So just because I could get access to all those papers and I could read and build my own career around all my technical aspirations. So I started that way, and I had become a member in September, and our student branch opened in 2018, October of 2018. So then I got to know about okay, what a student branch is. Honestly, until that time I didn't even know that student branches also existed, and it was very surprising that it opened the very next month. And I got and as an IEEE member in my institute, I automatically became a part of the student branch. So student branch is like a collection of IEEE members working towards a common goal, and we always work on the motto, which is advancing technology for humanity. So we strive hard, we volunteer, we give in our time, experience, effort, everything, just to bring a better change, to bring a better world for the humanity in the days to come or in the future. So quickly, I'll just tell about my journey, my milestones I've put it. So what I've experienced over the past 2 years. So as you can see, it started in October 2018, September, October, where I became a student member. And I was interested, since I was interested in much of technical aspect, I joined the Computer Society, and even I joined the PES. Two reasons. One is I always have till now followed Elon Musk because of his huge interest in electric vehicles. And somewhere I thought, okay, energy, EV, and all those things can be benefited from the society. So I became a part of both Computer Society and PES Society from that very month, and started my journey. And then my student branch started organizing events. So then I learned, okay, we can organize events and there are lots of fundings available. We get to learn a lot. We get to organize something to people. People come in, they learn something, and I thought, okay, this might be a good thing. Okay, let me also join volunteering. So surprisingly, I became the CS chapter chair of our SB, the Computer Society chapter chair, in 2019 of February. So maybe a year and a half ago. So that was a good experience, and we had quite a lot of enthusiastic volunteers from second year. They were all with high energy, high zeal, ready to do anything. And somewhere that helped me also being the chair. I learned a lot of leadership skills, how to manage people, and we ended up organizing a lot of good events. We had organized series of workshops, talks, etc., etc. So, and we got in a lot of new initiatives and stuff. So it gets, it is like a platform that you can explore. You can get the best out of your creativity, creative thinking and stuff, and you're free to do. There is no compulsion that you have to reach this target in this year. You're free to explore, you're free to do your own events. You're in a way that you plan properly for the year and you execute them, so you get to learn a lot. So during that time, sometime in June, I guess, Janani was the content lead at Compute Edition 7. So I applied and I was selected. So I was very happy that okay, I got selected for a content writer. The reason I went into content writing was because of my love for technology. So I started writing my own blog. So then I thought, okay, this might be a platform to showcase my skills. And Compute is a big thing in India. So it is the official newsletter of IEEE CS India. So I thought, okay, at an India level, if I write something, if I contribute, I get to learn a lot. I get to showcase my skills. It is released globally, and maybe it will help me in my development of writing content also, and a lot of things to learn from my teammates, the content team, the content lead, and the rest of the team together. So I thought, okay, it might be a good journey. I'll give it a try. But it was not plain sailing all the time, because I try to grasp every opportunity that comes in my way. It is very important to do when you start, because it will be like you have to reach out, you have to apply to a lot of positions, a lot of volunteering opportunities, and then somewhere something will click and you get started, and then it flows. So it was not that plain sailing. Also, I used to apply for each and everything which used to come to my mailbox and stuff. And fortunately, I got selected as a content writer. So then it began. Then I started writing content, reviewing it. I helped the team, and we got a very grand release. I'll come to that later. So then my friend who was the chair of the SB during August and September, he recommended something which is AISYWC, which is All India Student Young Professional Women in Engineering Congress. So it is a collection. I can say it is all IEEE members, student, professional, all life members, all of them get together and have a congress, a meetup, a technical meetup. It is not exactly like a conference. It is like a fun-filled event of 2 days or 3 days where you have everything. You get to network. There are a lot of cultural and like non-technical events. There are technical lectures. There are networking and ice-breaking sessions, awards and ceremonies, and it'll be a fun-filled, packed event. So I went there. I registered. It was in Hyderabad. It was a very good experience, but it was not that good also, I'll be honest. So, but yeah, kudos to the organizing team, because they had to handle around 500 delegates. So again, there will be a volunteering call for that also, and a lot of opportunities come in a members or in an IEEE student members way when all these big congresses are happening. So there will be an official volunteering. You can apply and be part of that organizing team. So imagine a team handling everything about 500 guests, and it is not only student members, technical delegates like CEOs of big companies like Intel, Wipro are all coming down. Eminent personalities in IEEE and beyond, in India and abroad, are coming in delivering keynote lectures and talks. So I thought, okay, he had already experienced that it at AISYWC 2018. So he recommended me that. I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. So I went there. It was a great fun experience. I made a lot of networks there. I interacted with a lot of people beyond my Bangalore section. Like I connected with a lot of volunteers from Delhi, Madras, Hyderabad, and so on. So, but next came in October was I can say the best and the awesomest experience in my IEEE journey. It was the AICSSYC in Gujarat. So it was a 3-day event. It's very tough to describe how good it was and how quickly it flew by. So it was really nice meeting all delegates, connecting. I met Janani there also, and it was a very nice, well organized event. We enjoyed a lot of technical things we could learn, non-technical things we could learn. And our IEEE Compute Edition 7 was launched there, and it was a proud moment going up on stage and receiving the volunteering certificate by Eric. Eric is the membership development, no, he's in the membership development for IEEE CS Global. And getting that certificate on stage in front of 250 delegates is something big. And I never dreamt that, I'll be receiving that, or even if I'm capable enough of going there and receiving it, at that particular level. So that became a stage for me, and that kind of changed how I perceive things, how I look things, how I interpret things, because it was a really good experience for me, and I learned a lot. I made a lot of connections, a lot more than the previous congress in Hyderabad. And congresses in IEEE are a really good thing. You should never miss them. It'll always be a learning experience, and it'll be a lot of fun, traveling to another place, the journey, and all the other things. So then in November, I became the student branch chair. I took up the responsibility of leading my student branch. I guess at that time there was good amount of strength, and everyone were properly settled with some sort of a structure in the past 1 year, and it was comparatively easy for me to handle things. And there I got to know how to handle big teams, multiple teams, because as a chair you need to take care of a lot more things, like the publicity committee will be there, responsible for publicizing the events, the content team, the design and media team, and the executive committee, the chapters. So you get to learn how to manage your time, how to be professional enough in being equal to all the committees, giving equal opportunities to everyone who are coming. I want to volunteer myself, and making sure that there is a good, healthy environment. So I learned a lot of leadership skills when I was the SB chair. And then I got elevated in August, recently. So I'll be completing my graduation in maybe a few weeks. So I'm not a student member now. I am elevated to member. So after that, I stepped down from my SB chair, and it has been taken over by the next speaker, who is Gaurav. So during the chair tenure, it was, of course, you'll be nervous, you'll be stressed about, okay, how do I handle things? But kudos to my mentors, in college, beyond college. I could always ping them and ask them. I would like to take the name of Mr. Anand Jagdish, who has always been my mentor, who has always been with me in my journey. He's like the go-to person if something happens and if I want to take some decision. So he has been influential. He is also an IEEE member from past 8 years, and he's also the REM scholar, and he currently works in Dell. So there I developed some sort of a professional connection. Like, okay, I know a person from industry. So that began when I became a CS member, part of the CS Bangalore chapter, and started interacting with all the Exicom members and stuff. So then I ventured outside my bubble of student life to a professional life, like an industrial life. Then I started interacting, professionally, how things work at the industry, and somewhere that helped me to mold my journey, so that, because end of the day I'll be graduating after 4 years. So what to do, how to do, and how will be the environment after I graduate? What sort of opportunities come my way when I become a young professional? All those things, I got everything from my mentor. So, and during January, again, I received a very nice mail saying, do you want to continue in Compute Edition? I was like, I'm more than happy. Sorry for the typo. It is Compute Edition 8, not 9. So I'm currently the content lead for Edition 8 of Compute. And it is a huge honor and a privilege to be a content lead, to get a step above the content writer. So content lead will be responsible for all content writers in a team. He's heading that particular committee. So it was a big thing. It was a good thing that, okay, I'm ascending the ladder slowly even though not quickly but slowly, yeah, I'm getting experience. Now I am capable of handling a team which has volunteers pan India. It is not just my student branch or not just the section, it is pan India. And it is a really good experience being, lead of such a reputed newsletter, and I'm very happy. And we'll be releasing it quite soon, I guess. Yeah, so watch out for that space also. And I even got a wonderful opportunity in February. I started being a member of students activity committee in the IEEE region 10. And region receiving that mail was ultra exciting, because region 10 is not a small thing. Region 10 oversees all the things in Asia Pacific, and Asia Pacific region 10 is one of the most vibrant regions in IEEE. There are 10 regions in IEEE, divided geographically, and region 10 is one of the best, one of the most vibrant regions. And being part of the student activity committee there was like, it was like a dream come true. I was thinking, okay, I started with my student branch, then I went to section level, okay, then I went to compute India level. I was like, okay, that's cool, but I want to even go further. So I went, and when the opportunity came from region 10, I was like very glad to accept it. And I love writing content, so I continued there, write as a content writer, and volunteered for one of the recent art and sac webinars, and few exciting things coming your way from art and sac team. Because I'm part of the team, I can't reveal what's coming, so but it is something very exciting. So I would say just be ready for that. So, and now, since my student journey is coming to a close, I am still associated. I am very happy to be associated, and being a mentor for the chapter and the student branch, because somewhere you feel like you never want to go away from college, and you still want to be with that team. You want to mentor them. You want to see them scale even greater heights than what you did. So that was something there in my mind, that no, I have to be there, no matter it will take some time out of my daily routine or my professional routine, but that's okay. I'm willing to commit to that. And being part of the student branch and the chapter, it gives me great joy that I was there. I was able to give a proper platform, and then now people are growing. I can actually see the growth of volunteers which came in January and now. So that gives a sense of a satisfaction that okay, you did make an impact, or at least you tried to create an impact not just to yourself but to the community or that particular organization. So nothing else gets better than that satisfaction. So this was my journey from past 2 years, and it's been a wonderful journey. It was definitely not plain sailing, and graph was not always going up. Of course, I had my own setbacks when I was rejected for few very good volunteering opportunities. I felt like, oh, should I quit? Should I go back to my studies or something like that? Why am I giving time? But then I understood, okay, it is part of a process. It is part of the journey that you fall and then you get up. So there are a lot of things you learn personally, mentally also, not just professionally. So being part of IEEE helped me a lot. It toughened me up properly for the big wave of life, which was about to come once I graduate. So that was one of the key takeaways from my journey, which I could notice. So I just wanted to put it across. So then my journey of sustained growth, why I would recommend IEEE to everyone. The first and foremost, two things are professional development and networking. So when it comes to development, you kind of organize events, you get in touch with your volunteers, you get in touch with your peers, and you learn a lot. You learn a lot of communication skills, you learn a lot of presentation skills, email writing, how do you write professionally an email with right sort of structure, the signatures, all those things. How do you speak in front of 100 people, 200 people? How do you conduct yourself and stuff? So, and of course, leadership skills also. So a lot of professional development, I guess, is required when you step into industry, because industry is not like college, and what industry expects is you should be ready. So joining IEEE in your first year or second year will give you a lot of head start from other people who are not in IEEE, because you already have these skills which are very, very essential in the industry. All these soft skills and all these skills which I've listed in the professional development are really very important when you step into a big MNC like IBM or Dell or Google or something like that. Of course, everyone would want to work at a big MNC, like Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Oracle, etc. But you need to have a good, professional and soft skills to even make there. So I guess this would be one of the key driving factors, why to join and get that edge over other participants. And then professional networking is hands down everything in IEEE. You get to make global connections. It is not just your city, state or country. You get to make global connections, and in not only your realm and industry, in everything. You can get connected to a PES chapter, or a PES ambassador, or a PES volunteer. There is no limitations at all. You can get connected to an IEEE member, student, professional member, anyone for that matter. You can just connect, and you can get a lot out of that connection professionally, not only personally. Personal is different. After you spend some time as a professional, a peer, then maybe you can get some sort of a personal connection. But professional connection is like the best thing which IEEE offers. And there are no rules, no boundaries. You can just connect them on a common platform like LinkedIn. There is a dedicated platform called IEEE Collaboratech for that, where you can get connected to your potential project mentors. You're doing a project, and maybe the best researcher is there sitting in America in some university. If you are an IEEE member, you get that, at least you get an access, or you get that opportunity to connect with him and work with him on something exciting. So that would be a really amazing thing, like connecting to someone who's sitting some 20,000 or some part of the world, other part of the world. You get connected, you get involved, you learn a lot of things. Suppose you are working on an exciting project, as I said. So that would be the amazing thing, which you can do better than most of your other classmates or your teammates, or like something like that. So it is a competitive world. I agree it should not be that competitive also, because it gets down hard, and it might be brutal also in sometimes. But in a competitive world, you need to be better. You are striving to be better, and you want to do good work. So professional networking will help you a lot in that. You get connected to members and peers professionally in a wide range. And then of course volunteering, where you learn a lot, working in a team, the team building, teamwork, how to improve your technical skills, how to improve your non-technical skills, how to work in a team, how to manage your time effectively. So all these things come when you start volunteering. So volunteering is an opportunity. You put your time, you put your effort, and you take back something. So you volunteer as a content writer, you will improve a little bit, interacting. And once people say something about how you can improve your content writing. So me being a content writing, I used to constantly interact with my teammates or with my content lead, who is Janani, and I used to ask her, okay, how can I do it better? And that particular connection and that particular teamwork helped me get better at my own content writing. So when you start volunteering, you get a lot of things which you might not realize at that moment, but after some time, after few days and few months, you realize that, okay, you're constantly already improving. You don't even know that, but you're already always improving, working in a team and volunteering. And you get an opportunity to give back to the community. What good, what could be better than giving something back, seeing or putting a smile on someone's faces, by developing something big or some exciting product which is helping a lot of people. So you get to conduct events, workshops, and you promote technology and humanitarian services. You help out people. You effectively give a chance of spreading knowledge, imbibing knowledge. So that is one of the key aspects. So you learn to give back to the community. Till your 4 years of engineering, you learn. But after that or during that, it is very important that you contribute something. You give something back to the society or the community. And IEEE is, I can say, the best platform to do that, where you get to volunteer, you get to express, you get to improve, and then end of the day, you're happy. The whole, the society is happy. That would be the best thing ever. And the last thing which I want to mention in my journey is student congress and meetups. They're like the best 3 days you can get in that particular part of the year. They're hands down really good events. You get to learn a lot, professionally, personally, you connect, you have a lot of fun, and it is something which is worth experiencing. I can't know exactly say the emotions which I went through those meetups and all those congresses, but I can say they're definitely being part of and definitely giving it a shot, that you have to experience something like that. The very first congress you will experience, you'll feel like you'll be awestruck. You'll be like, wow, this is such amazing, this is a amazing thing. And then you start feeling like, okay, I should go to the next congress, then I should go to the next congress. So then it will flow. You get yourself together, you start getting involved, and you start getting more volunteering opportunities, and that's how it goes. So this was my journey of, I'll put, sustained growth, because I was always learning something and I was always growing. And I guess the IEEE was one of the big and best things that happened in my engineering journey. So I don't want to take a lot of time and bore you guys out of it, so I'll stop here. Thank you. If you want to connect with me, just head on to my portfolio GitHub page, and you'll find my contact, my LinkedIn, and I've put down links for my blog also. Feel free to connect, and let's advance technology for humanity together. So thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Pranav. Like that was really amazing journey of yours, and I hope like our audience would have also like they have got inspiration, and they definitely got something about IEEE and those volunteering experience and everything. Yeah, let's move on to the last speaker for the day, Mr. Gaurav Sethia. He is the most dynamic person of our student branch. Currently, he is the chairperson of our student branch. He is keenly interested in robotics and has developed several projects in that respect. He is the winner of IEEE S Prize and is volunteering at many IEEE initiatives. He is a member and volunteer at IEEE Standards Association. Over to you, Gaurav Sethia.
Thank you, Rubini. Thank you for the kind introduction. I hope I am visible. All of you can see me. Hi, everyone.
Yes.
So let me know once you are able to see my slides.
Yeah, your slides are visible.
Okay, thank you. So talking about my journey, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. Well, Rubini have already covered most of the points, so this will be quite short. So I am really enthusiastic about computer vision, deep learning, and robotics. So all of three of them are really interlinked, and robots work on computer vision and deep learning. Apart from that, like I am holding a lot of positions, such as I work for Standards Association, and I am a chairperson for our student branch in BMSIT&M. Apart from speaking technical terms, I love traveling, and I am a huge foodie. You offer me food, and I will never deny it. Definitely. Okay, so now coming to the topic, the impact of IEEE. What IEEE has to offer and what impact it gives on you. So like our previous speakers have covered most of the point, but my story would be a bit different since I'm completely into technical. I have never done any kind of designing, content writing, nothing like that. I am completely a technical person and I'm focused more on that. So let's start one by one. Networking, yeah. So networking is like, it's pure gold in IEEE. You can connect with people all over the world. Like in a conference, you might be sitting around some professor from MIT, Georgia Tech, and you don't even know. You can get an opportunity to connect with them. Even our first speaker, Mr. Saptrishi Ghosh, I met him during the TechX Congress, and it was a wonderful experience connecting with him, 3 days spending time with him, and getting to know each other more. So that's what I would say. Like networking is pure gold in IEEE. Coming to the second point, personal growth. Like Pranav mentioned, personal growth is highly important. No matter what you do, if you volunteer, you go for a job or something else, you always seek for personal growth. And as a student life, I feel IEEE is the best platform for that. As Pranav mentioned, like you get to know how to present, how to write professional emails, how to speak in front of people, how to contact people for your work, how to get your work done, and many other things. Opportunities. Okay, so this is something like I believe IEEE is a place where you get what you ask for. If you have some idea, just tell your peers and you will get it done. So, and apart from that, IEEE has many opportunities. Like you just name something you want to do it, and IEEE will have that for you. Technical growth. So, as I told, like I'm completely a technical person. I have never done some designing or content writing or such stuff. So, technically, IEEE has a lot of things to offer. So, all of us know that IEEE is the world's biggest society of engineers. So, obviously, there has to be something technical, right? So, okay, let me start with few of my things which I have done and what I've achieved from them. So how my journey started was, it's like initially days I was working in my student branch. I got selected in this SAC team or the student activity committee team of the student branch. There I was getting an opportunity to work with my fellow friends, conducting events, organizing different things. That was good. Like I got to an opportunity to be a team player, work with different friends. But that was a limited experience. So later, in the beginning of this year, I got an opportunity to be a part of SAC team of Bangalore section. So there I got a hell lot of opportunities. So there I met people from all over the Bangalore. We don't even know each other. We have only met once, thanks to COVID. And we are doing so many things together. So you get it. You're working with different teams. You don't even know those persons properly, and you're working on such amazing things with them. You get to build a team. Like in SAC teams, there are sub teams as well. You lead them, and you get to build your team and experiment your leadership ideas and taking initiatives. Like as I mentioned, IEEE is a place where you get what you ask for. And even our first speaker, Mr. Saptrishi Ghosh, he told that, so he told that you have to be active. If you are not active and just a part of IEEE, there is no point of it. If you are active in any team, you will get a hell lot of opportunities. So in SAC team, I worked a lot and I'm still working. But now you will be wondering like, okay, all of the previous speakers were mentioning about, okay, they work for content writing in different areas, in different volunteering opportunities. Some of them did designing, but I never do that. So what was my role in SAC team? So initially, even I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Like most of them, in the first meeting, it was so that people were distributing work between design team, content writing, event organization, and other stuffs. And I don't know what should I give my name for. But thanks to COVID, I got a really good opportunity. So due to COVID, like all of us are having webinars all the day, like even few parallel webinars. And there's a huge, like all the webinars, sending certificates, generating so many certificates, it's a huge laborious task, right? So being a SAC team member, I got an initiative for making and generating and sending certificates automatically. So being technical, I made my opportunity there, used my technical skills to handle the work, which was taking around 5 to 6 members. So that's where you like learn to take initiatives. Okay, I could have let 5 to 6 members generate certificates. They would take 1 or 2 days to do that. But it was my initiative to make it automated and save a lot of time and people. So now coming to the next thing, SAC team, IEEE Smart Village. So all of us like really want to contribute something back to the society. And I feel Smart Village is a key to that. So I am a part of IEEE Smart Village South Asia Working Group. This is what SAWG means. Yeah. So Smart Village basically works towards empowering villages. We don't, in Smart Village, there is not something like you go there, do some program or do some donation. No, we bring technology to them. It's a quite long going program. It takes 5 years, 6 years for each and every project. But the aim here is to bring technology to villages and empowering them. So, so why I mentioned Smart Village here? First of all, all of us wants to do something for the society back. And Smart Village, as I told, like we empower village. Apart from that, talking from personal point of view, Smart Village has there was a single event which happened, and again due to COVID, all the events got cancelled. And there I got an opportunity. So this is a picture over here, which was the event which happened with Smart Village. So you can see a lot of people sitting here, and believe me, I was a volunteer here. And here, few people are directors of IIT. I met director of IIT Kharagpur. I met a professor from IIT Kanpur. I met the director of IIT Delhi, and few of the heads of national level NGOs, some international NGOs, Wheels Global Foundation, like they are the huge name in NGO and working towards villages throughout the world. So meeting and connecting people with them. So it was a dream for me before this event to connect with such eminent personalities. Just imagine, like few years back, you were planning to study in IIT, and now you're working with a director of IIT. This experience was like amazing. Yeah. So now coming to S Prize. So this was like my biggest achievement till now. And okay, so this is by IEEE Robotics and Automation Society. So like Rubini told, I am really interested into robotics, and Robotics and Automation Society came out with this program called Students Participating in IEEE Robotics Standardization Effort. So this year, it was the first year which they came out with the program. And the motive of this program was to take more students in standardization efforts. So I'm not sure if all of you know about standards, what are standards and how standards work. So I will give you an example. So right now, all of you must be connected with your Wi-Fi or something. So Wi-Fi is a standard. So basically, there are many manufacturers of Wi-Fi. There are many different technologies. And if every manufacturer uses a different technology, how will we interconnect them? So that's what standardization does. This set a standard, and the whole community use that standard so that there is an interconnectivity and better results. So IEEE's prize, it came out in February, and deadline was April. So till 15th March, I was really unconfident, like, should I apply for this? I mean, do I even have a chance here? And moreover, this competition was open to all students, even the master's students, undergraduate and PhD students all over the world, not limited to IEEE members. So I was a bit unconfident about it. Like, okay, there are so many researchers doing such good work in standards. So I don't even stand a chance here. But still, I somehow applied it. And trust me, that was the best decision I taken in my life. So I got selected for this, and I won this competition. So as a prize for that, I was supposed to go to France through a funded tip. But again, COVID-19 happened and everything came virtually. But apart from that, as a winner of this competition, I got an opportunity to work with IEEE Standards Association. So I just now told you what is standards. So Standard Association is basically, it's influencing the future technologies, right? So, so this is the best experience I feel a student can have. Just imagine, as a student, you are working on something with few people who have at least 10 to 15 years of experience after their PhDs. You are working with them, you are helping them, they are helping you, connecting with such great people. Okay, so just list a few people whom I'm connecting with. So there is a whom I'm working with, who is the chair of the Standard Association of the standards which I'm working in. He's the head of the robotics lab in Georgia Tech University. So I'm pretty sure you will be aware about Georgia Tech University. It's one of the finest institutions in the world. So just imagine working with the head of departments from those universities, eminent personalities from different institutions. We have people from DARPA here and many other people from eminent backgrounds. Just imagine the experience you get working with them, and like you're working with them on daily basis. They guide you, you can ask them for help and many such things. So as a student, I feel working with them is the best experience you can ever have. So why am I mentioning about it? So like we got to know, like in the previous speakers told, okay, these are the opportunities IEEE to have. You can volunteer at different positions and do a lot of stuff towards personal growth, content writing, designing, and everything. But getting involved with Standard Association coming out of all those volunteering stuff which we have done, you get to contribute towards technology. And as I told initially also, I'm a person who is completely into technology, and I don't like doing content writing, designing, and all other things. So, and this channel association is like the best organization under IEEE umbrella, because the standards IEEE generate is used worldwide. And like, okay, just one small fact, IEEE's prize, this was the first year. So they are planning to continue this program after seeing such good proposals and what entries they got. So probably they will open it again somewhere in October during IROS. So if you want to look out for them, just visit IEEE RAS webpage and you will have information about that. Yeah, so just talking about all these experiences. So what IEEE has offered to me. Yeah, so I got to know about deeper into my field. That's the main point I have to say here. For example, like I'm interested in robotics and working on standards which will be used by millions of people after that. Just imagine a student developing a standard which will be used by millions of people. And I'm pretty sure no other organizations can offer you such opportunities. Right? Yeah. So that's all from my side. If you want to connect with me, these are my IDs.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Gaurav. That was really amazing experience of yours in IEEE.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have come to the end of the session. Yeah, we have few fun session, fun questions for all our four speakers. I want to take over to Narmada to take this session. So yeah, I hope all the speakers will enjoy this session. Over to you, Narmada.
Yeah, so first I'll let you know how this goes. I'll be asking all the four speakers three common questions, which will be answered in an order. First, Saptrishi Ghosh will answer, then Janani, then Pranav, and then Gaurav. Then after that, I'll be asking you a specific set of questions to each speaker, and that will be the actual rapid round where you have to answer me in 30 seconds. So are you all ready for it?
Okay, sounds interesting.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
fine. So the first three questions will be common questions. So the first question is quarantine a boon or a bane?
Okay, am I supposed to go first?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so quarantine definitely a boon for me, at least, because I have got time to work on a lot of projects which I didn't think I would have been possible, and I think it has let me reevaluate my priorities in life a lot. I think that's it.
Okay.
So I have to go